Welcome back to CLE Weekend. You know, as a parent, I know we all want what's best for our kiddos. And when you notice maybe like they're struggling a little bit, you would do anything you can to help them, right? Well, we found a local resource that not only provides expert information for children with developmental disabilities, but it also connects parents with the support that they need. Here to tell us all about Connecting for Kids is Joellen Podol and Michelle Mack. Thank you guys so much for coming on today.
Thanks for having us.
So I do want to start with you, Joellen, and we want to talk a little bit about what is Connecting for Kids and kind of like what's your mission? What do you guys do?
Yeah, so Connecting for Kids is a local nonprofit. It was started in Westlake. We cover Northeast Ohio mostly, though, really focusing on Cuyahoga and Lorain counties and the surrounding communities. And what we do is we provide resources, support, and community for families who have any concern about their child. That concern might be a developmental disability. It might be an academic concern, a mental health concern. Maybe the parents are going through a divorce and the kiddo's struggling with that. Maybe they're a picky eater. They're that kiddo who will only eat beige foods.
Yeah.
You know who I'm talking about.
There at some point, right?
So we help them find that resource, those resources that will help their family thrive. And then we also make them realize they're not alone.
Yeah. And I think that's really nice because, you know, as first-time parents too, you're starting out and you're like, what is right? What is wrong? Like you said, should my kid be eating more? Shouldn't they? Like, and it's so nice to know that there is somewhere that can support you and help you. I do want to talk for a second about dyslexia because I want you to explain first what is dyslexia and then, well, first let's start there. Go ahead and do that.
Okay, so dyslexia is a language-based learning disability. Typically, it's characterized by an unexpected difficulty learning to read. So these are kids that they're going through school fine, they're not having too many issues, and then when you're trying to teach them how to read, they suddenly hit a roadblock and they're not gaining that information like their peers. Kids can also have difficulty spelling or writing, and some of the kids are late talkers, but not all of them.
Okay, now I've got to ask then, someone like this, you say a parent who has something pop up, they come to you, and what specific things then can you do for someone like Michelle?
Since the pandemic, we've started a new process. We call it Ask Us. So families can register for a 30-minute one-on-one time with our family resource specialists. We have 4 of them.
Okay.
And it's free. It's completely free for the parents. And we can sit there and have a conversation with them and really get to the root of what their concern is and then offer them, so if it is a learning disability related concern, we can give them local resources. Here are places that you can get the actual diagnosis. If the school said that your child's at risk for dyslexia or that they have a identified learning disability, we can help them find places that they can get that diagnosis if that makes sense for their family.
Yeah.
We can also get them through other places. Maybe they're looking for a sport that would really help their child focus a little bit more. We have those. We have a whole list of those type of places.
You have a fair that's coming up. Tell us a little bit about this.
So actually today.
Yes, today.
Today is our Eastern Cuyahoga County Resource Fair. It's from 11 to 2 at Tri-C East in Highland Hills. And that fair is filled with academic, mental health, and disability-related resources. So everything from adapted camps to tutors, specialty schools, attorneys, just mental health providers, OTs, PTs, and speech therapists, just a whole variety. We have 73 in-person tables at the event.
What?
Yes.
73?
73 local vendors who will be able to be on hand for parents to have a one-stop shop to find some resources for whatever that concern may be.
Yeah.
And it's just a great opportunity for families to come in and get to know, ask those questions that you don't know what you don't know.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Now, let's say someone's watching at home right now and they're like, shoot, we already have plans to take, can't make it. Do you have other fairs coming up?
We certainly do. So maybe they only have 5 minutes, first of all, today. If they have 5 minutes today between 11 and 2, we can do what we call a grab and go. We do appreciate pre-registration, but we always make a few extras where they just come right in front of the Student Services Center at Tri-C today.
Yeah.
And they'll be able to pick up a bag just like this one.
Yeah.
And it's filled with at least one flyer from every table. Some of our sponsors have a few extra in there.
Okay.
And that way they at least get those resources. But we do have 2 other fairs as well. Our next one is March 12th at Lorain County Community College. And then the third one is on March 27th at the Don Umberly Center in Rocky River, and those can all be found on our website. And to
Okay.
pre-register, if they pre-register and come, you can win a $100
I was
Amazon
gonna
gift
say,
card.
does that have something to do with this little guy right here?
These little guys here. So these are an awesome. We have a great partnership with Wild Republic, and
Okay.
they donated both of these for us. We will have 100 of them, 100 total, so 50 of each.
Yeah.
At each resource fair. And so the first 100 families who stop by our Connecting for Kids table will be able to get one of these. We're calling them our little developmental disability awareness little liaisons here, or ambassadors.
Yeah.
So what it consists of is not only do they get these cute stuffed animals, but on its ear here is a little pin that says the future is inclusive. And it has different types of inclusivity. And then it also has a bookmark that talks about what is a developmental disability.
Yeah.
And it's so much more than what I have thought it to be.
Yeah.
It's not just a physical disability. That can be what it
Yes.
is. Or a genetic disability, but it's also ADHD, autism.
Yeah.
So much more than what I believe the average American thinks of when they think of
Yeah,
development.
you're right. I think there are so many different things. I want to say, Michelle, thank you so much for talking a little bit about your story. Joellen, thanks for everything that you've given us in terms of knowledge now. Where can we get more information?
So to get more information about our resource fairs, you can go to connecting4kids.org/resource-fairs. Also at connectingforkids.org, you can find all kinds of information about whatever concern you have, or even sign up for one of those Ask Us.
All right, Joellen, thank you so much. Michelle, again, thank you so much to Connecting for Kids. We'll be right back on CLE Weekend.